Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Rakam, double honors to our apostles, honors to our bishops, our elders, and the Akim that push this truth out week in and week out. Alright? So, we here to deliver Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai's message. Who is Yahweh is the Most High, Yahweh Shai is his son. Those, the people call him God and Jesus Christ. Those are titles. Alright? And basically, we just here to let everyone know the downfall of Babylon the Great, which is America, the downfall of Esau, the so-called white men, starting with the least of them, the downfall of 2/3 of the nation of Israel, which is the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the rest of the heathen nation, the sons of men. All right? So, you got something?
Romans chapter 13 and verse 11, and that, knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
Yes, it's the time, a high time to wake out of sleep, starting with the nation of Israel. It's time to wake out of spiritual slumber, because we're in the end of an age of rulership, Esau's age of rulership. That's the time we're in. We're in wartime. This is a time of war. It's not, we're not in a time of longevity. All right? We're not in a time of generational prosperity. That's done away with. We're in a wartime, man. You know, you got, Trump, he's taking his marching orders from the higher ups to where they going in, they're trying to get Greenland, which will start Article 5, right? They going, he's going into southern Latin America countries, other countries next. I think Mexico, he said, is next on the list.
Mexico, Colombia, Cuba.
You see? Because they trying to prolong. Because all these other nations want to cut America out of doing business. All right? NATO is not in agreement with what America's doing. So pretty soon, everyone's going to turn on so-called white men. Babylon the Great, America.
For now is our salvation nearer than when we believed.
Like the other rulerships, we knew who we were, but now that salvation is nearer in this lifetime. The elect is waking up to who they are. All right? Which we believe all of the electors is woken up already. We just waiting for the Most High to get Yahweh shot a green light. And these prophecies are unfolding. All of them. Our salvation is nearer. That's why we in a way we're happy, because this place is crumbling.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verse 1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven.
That's verse 1, right? Yeah. And then after this, verse 8. Everything is a season, is a time. We're in a season. We're not in a season of prosperity, love, and happiness, and building generational wealth and all of that. We're in wartime right now, man. But the people don't understand that because of bread and circuses like ancient Rome, the Flavian dynasty, bread and circuses. Same thing now, bread and circuses, entertainment. What is it? Party tomorrow. See, what is it? Playoffs, NFL. Then after that, something else. Then something else. Then something else. You know, we watch a little bit of entertainment, but we're not consumed. We're not consumed with that on our day-to-day basis. Right?
Let's say like during certain like big sports games, playoffs and basketball games, they do things behind the scenes.
Yeah.
But they know that the majority of people aren't paying attention.
Majority of people, and then these feasts and holidays, man, they doing things. Why? Because the children is playing. They consider you people goyim, sheep, and children.
It says, Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 8, a time to love and a time to hate.
There's a time to love. We're not in the love time right now. We're in the time of hate. We are in a time of war, right?
A time of war and a time of peace.
We're in a time of war. We're not in a time of peace. We are in a nuclear age. We're in a nuclear age, man. And there's going to be a nuclear fallout. America will be destroyed, you know? America's out of here, man. The land of Israel is out of here. Certain parts of Russia, but the key hot zones is America because it's going to utterly be destroyed. The land of Israel is going to utterly be destroyed but rebuilt. Alright? The imposters will be incinerated and removed. Who are the imposters? Khazars. The people over there that's calling themselves the Jews, they are not the Lord's people.
I got it for you. This is Psalms chapter 2 verse 1. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain
Why
faith?
the heathens rage? All these nations think they're going to be next in line in rulership when the so-called white man falls. They imagine a vain thing, your new world order. That's vain, it's unprofitable because the Lord is going to disrupt that.
The kings of the earth.
And after this, could you get Job 5 and 12? And then because of unrighteous dealings after that, he said the kings of the earth set themselves. The scripture said the kings of the earth, because these you got a leader of all these nations, and they are kings. Whether they announce themselves as being kings, you're a king if you're sovereign. So they're kings. Job 5 and 12, and the other one was of unrighteous dealings. All right, the kings said themselves. The Rothschilds, the 13 banking families, the elite, they're kings. These other nations, they have the elite amongst themselves, they are kings because they're sovereign. And every nation think they're going to be next to rule the world, man. But they don't know that their time of rulership was over. Their joint rulership is almost over.
I could get Job 5:9.
Okay.
Job
5 and 12.
chapter 5 and verse 12. He disappointed the devices of the crafty.
He, Yahweh, disappointed the devices of the crafty. He's going to send Yahweh shot. He disappointed the devices, their plans for their new world order. The crafty are the elite, starting with the super elite.
So that their hands cannot perform their enterprise.
Their power, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Their power cannot perform their enterprise. Their enterprise is their new world order. What it says, Onua Coeptus, when your fiat dollar, right? Our enterprise is crowned with success. Onua Coeptus.
This is enterprise in the Hebrew. It's Tawash Yah. And one of the definitions for it is one of the definitions for it is abiding success.
Abiding success. All right. You're abide, living successful. Yo, your new world order is not going to fully be accomplished because when you're about to fill your belly, that's when the Lord's going to rain destruction upon you. What's the ultimate destruction? Thermonuclear destruction. The Lord is going to shoot fire on this place.
Back.
So, once again, your new world order will not succeed how you want it to.
Psalms chapter 2 and verse 2. The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together.
They take counsel. See?
The kings of the earth are the elites.
Yeah.
And the rulers are like the presidents and prime ministers under them.
Yeah, so they got a hierarchy.
Yeah.
You know, they got a hierarchy, and then the elite, they got their warlocks, which is a council of 13 or something like that. Now look, that's why the sun and the moon is not going to give us light. It's not going to be any knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Them demons, they're going to withdraw from you. You bright, you brilliant, you Luciferians on the left-hand side, you enlightened ones, you're going to lose your wisdom on the left-hand side, man. You're going to be left in the dark.
And the rulers take counsel together against the Lord.
And the rulers take crafty counsel. Yeah, you have your meetings, your secret meetings. You hire elites, you warlocks down to your lesser luminaries. You have your secret meetings are to bring you a new world order, how to destroy the nation of Israel, to sift out who are the Israelites. But here's the thing, you can't tap into the spirit. You know what I mean? You can't tap. You can do your DNA shit, but you can't tap into an individual spirit to know if they're Israelite or not. The Lord has preserved his elect.
And the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder.
Yeah, let us disconnect us from being to the Lord, have us feuding amongst tribal shit, and then on a lesser end, cut us out and break the business economically. Just have us at the bottom. Destroy us.
And if you're there, you know, what's the word, idle, you know, in the hood, with no money, they're gonna be on the corners.
Yeah.
They're gonna be finding ways to make money, which is not right.
Yep.
It's a trap anyways.
It's a trap. They call it the trap.
Yeah.
It is. And when you think about it, I remember our 50 Cent Saturday Night movie, which he got it from the director. Oh no, the director got it from him. Get Rich or Die Trying, the movie. It's like really he's making less than minimum wage because the hours he putting in, and then you gotta account for you get knocked or whatever money you got to pay legal defenses or whatever. You know what I mean? So it's not you're not really making nothing. You can't really do nothing with that money. You gotta hide it. You know?
Oh, really?
And then every successful, so-called successful drug dealer, when they have plans of getting out, something happened to them. Guy Fisher, he brought the Apollo. He was trying to transition out. They got him. You know, then what happened? NBC or whatever got it. Whoever it was that took, forgive me, whatever network got it. Meech, Big Meech. He tried to transition. They got him. All right. The Lord of the Sky is the most successful of all of them. Amelio, whatever they call him. I think he faked his death, or he died on the operating table because he made a deal like he would quit, but he don't get no extradition, jail time, and he keep his money. He say he retired. He's the most successful out of all of them. They call him the nickname Lord of the Skies. So it's a blood in, blood out thing. You know what I mean?
Let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us.
And cast their cords away from us. All right, so their whole thing is to destroy the nation of Israel, have us feud and tribal shit. We don't know our people don't know who they are. We got the tribes feuding with each other. That was the whole plan, divide and conquer. We're not ignorant of Satan's devices.
He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh.
Yep. The Lord is laughing, and the Lord is using the prophets to laugh, man.
The Lord shall have them in derision.
We're going to be in derision. We're going to be confused. Soon, man. Look. They already trying to prolong their rulership or try to disrupt the inevitable, which you going into nuclear destruction and slavery. You are the nation. Huh?
This is Sirach chapter 10.
So you can keep paying off the sellouts or whatever. Because all that is fulfilling prophecy, because there has to be a sellout in the 2/3. Alright? You gotta have them master debaters and try to go up against the nation of Israel, make other Israelites look foolish, but we ain't out here debating. We shouldn't be doing that shit anyway. You know what I mean?
Sirach chapter 10 and verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit.
Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit. That's your Caucasians, man. That's how, start with the elite, that's how you gain your wealth from the transatlantic slave trade, through commerce, UCC, Uniform Commercial Code, the law to sea and commerce, and also the slave trade and drug trade. And then the pharmaceuticals, which you make legal drug trade. That's how you gain your wealth. Human trafficking. You know, that's how you gain your wealth, the traffic. Talking about trade.
You guys recorded?
Yeah. Other side. Yeah, but yeah. But yeah. So, you know, cool. That's how you gain your wealth. I told them other side. They would be behind the camera. Basically, you got people that have to get condemned. I don't really know how they are, but they could be footstools in the kingdom, you know. Yeah, you know, or they sound in the next. You know, but yeah.
Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit.
Riches got by deceit. And your theft, man. And what happened? Didn't they just jerk was China? Because China had business dealing with Venezuela.
Yeah, yeah.
And then so they know Venezuela can't pay that back. So, and then Trump also took the collateral also from them or whatever, but they got stiffed out of China, got stiffed again out of their money. Riches got by deceit. You stole this land from Gad, Reuben, another Latin tribe, Issachar. So the Northern Kingdom. And then you've been scamming the world and also your economic hitman been tricking nations into going into debt with you. And then you put an embargo on other lands, so you've been thieving a lot, man.
The king.
You got it. Yeah, you got it.
The kingdom is translated from one people to another.
Kingdom is translated, transferred from one people to another. It's going to be transferred to Yahushua, King David, the 12 on down to the rest of the elect, and then the 2/3 will come back in the kingdom will also be in joint heirs, man. Hierarchy is going to be transferred. First and foremost, it's going to Yahushua. All right? Well, yeah. You know what it is. Esau know what it is. At least you know. You know? So you enjoy your concrete jungles for as long as you can. Everything you got. Because it's going to be transferred over soon.
Let me get verse 7.
Okay.
No, verse 4 and then verse 7. Sirach chapter 10 and verse 4. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable.
The power of the earth is in the hands of the Lord, because the Lord ruleth in the kingdom of men, and the Lord is governing everything. But he's going to set up one more profitable, starting with Yahushua, and then down to the elect. All right? One more profitable. Because show favor to the wicked, we can apply this to them now. And look, and they still won't execute on no righteousness, because you have them gutter rats in the land of Israel. They control the world. And look what they're doing with the planet. They have the world, and they ruling wrong. So look, they gain the world and they destroy it. See, they have the world, and that's not enough for them. They want to chip everywhere. Make it mandatory. Everyone have an RFID in their head or in their hand. All right? They want to tag people like animals because they consider you cattle anyway. They call you Goya. They call you expendable containers. They call you useless eaters. You know?
This is Sirach chapter 10 and verse 7. Pride is hateful before the Most High.
Pride is hateful before the Most High. The majority of these people is pride. And that pride is going to be a major key component to your destruction, that pride. How can earth and ashes be proud? You nothing but a grasshopper or a fucking ant to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You have no reason to be proud, man. So you're nothing but faithful, and you boasting. The Lord doesn't like pride, man, and that's one a key component to America being destroyed. That pride, man. Yeah, we gotta check ourselves on a day-to-day basis or whatever. You know what I mean? Constantly, because we know the judgment of Yahweh Shem outside. You know. Every little thing we got can be taken in an instant. You know, but these people are proud, man.
This is Psalms chapter 17 and verse 13. But the point is verse 14. Verse 13 says, Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword.
Yeah, and we praying, King David prayed, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. Because so-called white man starting with the leak, that's the Lord's whipping stick. And the counsel of the wicked starting with the elites, man. And we praying to be delivered, man. We pray to be delivered. Because they're going to move it on the elect. They go into the gate city nobles, man. They complaining to us what we're doing on the streets on YouTube, man. Because there's going to be a famine in the word soon, man. Pretty soon, all the power is going to be shut out. Water supply, everything. Them executive orders talk about cut off electricity, water, food. No matter if you got your own land or whatever, they're going to confiscate that shit under Executive Order 11490, man, early. And these people don't understand that. I don't care how educated you are, how many guns you got, you're not fucking with the NATO troops. All right? You're not messing with the FEMA troops, man. You're not going to war with them, man. All they got to do is cut off your food supply, man. Romans are known for, ancient Roman Empire was known for laying siege over countries where nothing could come in or out, goods. And that's what they're going to do. They're going to starve the people out. And you can believe it or not. Doesn't matter. We believe it. We already know their history. It's the same system reincarnated. The Flavian dynasty created an artificial family.
I need to start a new email.
The Roman Empire under when Gaius Caesar, Augustus was in, they created an artificial family. His people. They're gonna do it again.
I got something for you with that. This is two scriptures. This is 2nd Esdras, and then I'm gonna go back. 2nd Esdras 16 and 46. For strangers shall reap their fruits and spoil their goods, overthrow their houses.
Yep, and them strangers, so-called white man and all them other nations, but it's under the martial orders of the elite. They're gonna overthrow your houses. You're gonna be relocated to concentration camps, work camps. Everything you had under them executive orders, you're gonna be thrown out of your home. You're gonna be put in them. They planning on decreasing a large. They want to bring down the world population to 500 million, man. There's too many people, they say, is on the planet. All right? This man want to play God, meaning the Most High. He want to play the Lord. He want to be like Yahweh Shem Yahushai, right? So he's gonna decrease a large amount of the world population. The Lord gonna allow it. You got it. The scriptures say that there's gonna be people on the streets like dung, like shit. There's gonna be more disease. I know I'm blabbering, but I'm trying to bring home the visual of what key events that's gonna take place.
Just like in Iran right now, they say like 12,000 people estimated died because of the protests. And Iran is like, basically Israel and America.
Yeah, so in Iran, in a place like that, that's a large amount because considered land-wise and population, that's a large amount of people. That's not a small number. Now, if it was in America, that won't be a large number. But there, that's considered a large number.
For in captivity and famine shall they get children.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a nationwide famine, global famine. But we talking about the hot spot of America. There's gonna be a nationwide famine, and the people here are for it. You get a lot of things in an instant, man. They don't know how it is out here to suffer like these other countries have, man. They don't understand.
Second Ezra chapter 16 and verse 71. They shall be like madmen sparing none.
They're gonna be like madmen sparing none. You got the NATO Gurkha troops, all right? You have all these other troops that's gonna that hate the U.S., hate the tribes. They're gonna show their anger because they're gonna have a green light to do it. They're gonna be like madmen, meaning they're not gonna hate pregnant women, babies, infants. A lot of people gonna be slaughtered.
Trump and JD Vance says that the ICE officers and the other groups, police, DEA, whatever, yes, they have full immunity.
They got immunity.
So they could get away with
it. And get away with it, man. That sounds like totalitarianism. That sounds like Thanksgiving for martial law, man.
That means that they can't be charged with anything.
They can't be charged because these are war crimes. To a small degree, they can't be held accountable, so they can do whatever they want. They have immunity.
They shall be like madmen sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord.
Yeah, they're gonna move in on the nation of Israel. Some of our people gonna be martyrs. 2/3 gonna get caught up bad. They're gonna be raping the women, all genders, man. They're gonna be, it's gonna be crazy. But you women, man, and you youngers, they perverted, twisted. They fantasies, they're gonna go. They're gonna be mad, man. They ain't gonna be any. The gloves is off. They can do whatever they want.
For they shall waste and take away their goods.
They're gonna spoil you. They're gonna take what's valuable to you. They're gonna take family members from you and do what they want to do with them.
And cast them out of their houses.
Cast them out, remove them from their houses, detain them, take them to detention centers. And they could turn things into makeshift FEMA camps. You see how these schools are with all these metal gates around the windows and things? That could be turned into a prison. People understand that. They could turn a school They could turn a school into a prison. They could bring the pumps and things they gotta do to gas people, shoot people down, or you know, the ovens they got, burn people alive, man. Yeah.
Psalms chapter 17 and verse 14. From men which are thy hand, O Lord, from men of the world, which have their portion in this life.
They have their portion in this life. The elites, the nations, all right, they got their portion in this life. 2/3, some of our people are okay, but the so-called white men, they got their portion right now. So elites.
And whose belly thou fillest with thy hid treasure.
Yeah, because they done swallowed down riches, man. They have the wealth all the way from when Solomon was born, man. They have a lot of wealth, man. They got a lot, they got priceless things. That wealth, man, just disappeared. That slave money, all that money, everything, man, they got all of that wealth. Even the Solomon's gold, they have it.
I have a feeling that it's in the Vatican. Some of those things are in the Vatican.
They have all of that stuff, man. They got, all the wealth. They have it. That's why in the kingdom our gates are gonna be open continually. They have all of these things, man. It didn't disappear.
They are full of children and leave the rest of their substance to their babes.
They're heirs, man. They're heirs, and they pass it down. All right? They pass their wealth down, and then they put a fake number on their wealth, a fiat number on their wealth. At that, they only worth 300 million. They only worth 3 billion. And they make it seem like it's fiat, but nah, their money is in resources, minerals, gold, silver, precious stones. You know? But they downplay their wealth. They put up the Elon Musk, the Bezos and all of them and make them seem like they're the wealthiest. Nah, man, why they hide behind true wealth hide behind the scenes. They downplay their wealth, man. They don't show their flash, man. You heard me?
Yeah.
They downplay their shit. You know?
I'm gonna show you an example. Well, this might be somewhat accurate, but I think it's a lot. This is Caesar Borgia, right? Reincarnated. David Mayer the Rothschild. He looks just like white Jesus. This is from Google AI Overview. David Mayer the Rothschild, a British adventurer and environmentalist.
Yeah, because he's Cesare reincarnated, man. He roll a lot of times by himself and be up in the damn woods because we believe he know how to fight just like Cesare. He been trained by assassins. You just roll up on him, go ahead. He gonna break your ass up.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Yeah, like Putin. And you see how it's one of his bodyguards, how he's training with that gun, man. Like he could take out a couple of people by himself, close range. He on some John Wick type shit, man.
Has an estimated personal net worth of around 10 billion.
That's a lie, man. He worth more than 10 billion. They try to make it seem like it's euros or dollars. Nah, man, them niggas got trillions worth of gold and silver and all of that, man. Gold, man. Trillions. Metric ton shit. They downplay their wealth, man. He worth way more than 10 billion, man. That's a lie, you see?
So hear this, right? It says Elon Musk worth as of 2026, it says 713.2 billion USD, right?
You see? Now they trying to make it, that's what they do, man.
That's not possible.
Yeah, that's not possible. This man's a liar. He's a fucking liar. You know what I mean? He lies. He put up, yo, all right, let him, you know what I mean? Let him do that. Like, you ever used to watch The Sopranos? Even though Tony Soprano, he's a Jake on there, he's Italian. He put up Junior as the head of the family. On the low, he was running shit. He was running shit, you know what I mean? He had Junior take keep his stripes.
So that's impossible because that's Caesar reincarnated. How are they going to become billionaires?
Yeah, that's how we know they're lying, man. They downplay their wealth, man. Then they make it seem like some of them families were bankrupt because they changed their names. They enter their marriage, they incest and all that. Yo, look, man, this man's a fucking deceiver.
Yeah, that's impossible. Psalm chapter 17 and verse 14. From men which are thy hand.
They can't be audited anyway. And then they got these banks, like the Bank of International Settlements that operates as sovereign. So basically, you can't audit them.
Yeah.
You know?
O Lord, from men of the world.
Men of the world. Whose portion is this way?
Which have their portion in this life.
Yeah.
And whose belly thou fillest with thy hid treasure. They are full of children and leave the rest of their substance to their babes.
Yeah, man, they leave their that's why they think their house is going to continue. All right? Because they got their own money. And we just mention these things. We're not jealous. We know the natural order of things, which the Lord set them up to rule for a short period of time. Go ahead and be the devils you are, because in the kingdom, they're going to want mercy and they're not going to get it. Only on Sabbath.
Recovering from the hell throughout
They're going to be recovering. They're going to be sawed a motherfucker, man. You know, when you working, you continue working. If you take a little break and you continue, well, broke the fuck up. You feel worse than when you was working sometimes. They're going to be healing.
These nations around the world, they're run by Edomites. Even some of them that may look like, South American or Asian or whatever,
They're Edomites.
they actually Edomites, like the Saudi family. I think they're Amalek.
You see what I mean?
Like people in India.
Yeah,
That,
because
sorry.
go ahead. I'm sorry for cutting you off. That's my fault.
I was about to say, like, those people in India, like the caste system, they're light because of, Alexander. They go back to the Greeks.
Okay.
They mix in with all these nations, so
Yeah.
they actually have their hand in, like, all these nations. They control everything.
Yeah, like the Ottoman Turks, the Khazars.
Over there in Turkey,
And they showed you that in the Wire season 2. A lot of people slept on season 2 The Wire. That was an ill season. The guy that they call a Greek, which he wasn't a Greek, he was going on a false identity. What he said? He said he had that fat dude was a fucking Khazar that he had because his men killed them girls in the container. He said, you're Ottoman Turk, yet you have a hooked nose. He said, yeah, you have a hooked nose, because he know the history.
Yeah.
He knew they fucking Khazars.
Mehmet II or something like that, he took over Byzantine.
Okay.
And
He said, look, man, you say you have a hooked nose. He said, don't worry about this. This not the old world. He was gassing them up because he was going to slaughter them anyway, but he wanted to get his kill a certain way, man. It's some type of symbology he had where, like, he didn't want his prey to be in certain fear when he killed them. He said, look, he bleeds like a lamb.
Wow.
Yo. Yeah, man, they know a lot of these producers know the history, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, these Khazars, they take the identity of other nations.
Yeah.
They the devil. They take on other cultures as their own. They try to hide. And then they also know if another nation is, they got an idea, some nations that's Israelite foreigners, because they have them outcasts in that society are the lowest. And then, you know, the curses are on our people. You know, our people can't avoid the curses, man. Once again, the so-called white man starting with Amalek, man, he's a damn liar, man. A lot of people know who they are. You know?
This is Psalms chapter 83 in verse 5. For they have consulted together with one consent.
Yeah, they moved it. They got a council. They on one consent. They think God's one, and they have them on secret councils against the Lord's people, against the Most High. They basically they not with the Most High because they know the Most High's not with them. You know what I mean? They're rejected. So that's why a lot they hate us. They hate the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American, these other nations. You know? And look, we play the game, we hate you too, but we know how to conduct ourselves in society. We'll play along right along with you. You know what I mean?
They are confederate against thee.
They're confederate, they're joined together as one. They're aligned in one consent. They're confederate, they're joined together.
Like the UN, that's it.
Like the UN, yeah, man.
The tabernacles of Edom,
The house of Edom, right?
and the Ishmaelites,
And Esau and you Arabs. So Ishmael, you Arabs.
of Moab,
The Gooks, all right? Chinese.
of Moab and the Hagarenes,
All right.
Gebal and Ammon,
See, look. And then you got the Japanese, you got the Koreans, all that mixed together. These other nations, man, they are not your people, man. They don't fuck with you. You see how you gotta see, yep. Over my property, don't worry about it. Keep that energy, that same energy.
they want to be known.
Yeah, they want to be conquered, man. They want to be changed.
Gebal and Ammon and Amalek.
And Amalek is a chief of Esau, or the Caucasians. Amalek, the gutter rats in the land of Israel, man.
The Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre.
That's right, man. Them Hamites, man. Them Hamites, yo. Them smelly ass Hamites, man.
Ashur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot, Salah.
That's right, man. Them Hamites, you know, they're not our people either, man. They don't like you, all right? There's a difference between the Egyptians and Israel, man. They are our enemy, man. Like one of my boys at the job, you know, he's from Niger, right? He's Israel. He Jake. He like, yo, you don't distinguish with them Hamites, man. He's like, nah, we don't deal with them. You know what I mean? He can't put his finger on it, but he automatically, nah, deal with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yo, his sister bad. He want to hook me up with his sister. I'm like, yo, I'm not with the Muslim thing, and I don't know how to speak French. His sister bad too. You heard me? I'm not with the Islam thing, and I can't speak French. You know? But yeah, man. You You know, but yeah.
Yeah, it seems like
It's,
I was I just saw it.
No, they're right. There are like three main groups in Nigeria: the Hausa, Yoruba, and the Igbo. Yeah, and they said like one of them are Hamites, or like the Hamites like north, Hamites and the Ishmaelites. This is Second Ezra, chapter 6, and verse 57. It says, this is Second Ezra, chapter 6, and verse 56. As for the other people which also come of Adam,
all the other nations which come of Adam, right?
thou hast said that they are nothing.
They're nothing. They're nothing. I mean, they're insignificant. The Most High said they're nothing, right?
But be like unto spittle.
They're spittle. So here I go, our people trying to, they're nothing like spit, man. So our people, they're less than spit. And our people try to appease to these other nations, man, be accepted. They're nothing. You have to look at them as they're nothing, man. You know, our people want to be accepted, and they're nothing.
And has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
Yeah, you carrying buckets of water, man. You don't care about the little spill, man. You worrying about the majority. You worrying about the volume that's in that bucket. You worrying about the mass. You worrying about how can I put it? You worrying about the density of the liquid that's in that bucket you carrying, not the few drops that fall on the floor. That's these other nations, man. They're nothing. You know? But our people got an inferiority complex, man. I don't care what less, if you got less than these other nations, so what? You better than them, man. They're nothing. Look at the measures they have to go about to stay in their position, man. Look what they have to do. If you're so superior, why you gotta make it mandatory for our people to get vaccinated as soon as they're born? Why you gotta go through all these measures if it's so cool and right? You know? You don't even believe that deep down, man. Our people, they wanna get knighted by these elites, man, that have my positions, man. All right, die with your handle.
Nothing else needs to be clean.
And now, O Lord, behold, these nations which have ever been reputed as nothing have begun to be lords over us.
They're lords over us because we went off. We kept being disobedient. They're lords over us, and they're nothing. You know, that's Ezra's?
Yes.
Ezra's complaining, you know, because they are lords over us right now. They got the world, right?
And to devour us.
They have devoured us. These nations prey upon us.
But we thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn,
But you called us a firstborn. You gave us our name and our title. Why are we not in this position? He's inquiring, right?
thy only begotten and thy fervent lover
Yeah.
are given into their hands.
Yeah, we're giving in their power. They got they foot on our neck. Right?
If the world now be made for our sakes,
The world for our sakes while they're in rulership. Right?
why do we not possess an inheritance with the world?
Why we don't got an inheritance with the world? Why we not winning like they are? Go ahead.
How long shall this endure?
How long shall this endure? Not that much longer. These nations they about to fall. We have to be punished, man. That's it. At least we know why we've been woken up. We've been awakened. We know why we were punished. We know what we did, and we turned back and we're repenting for our wrongdoings. We don't want to be elect. All right? But we have to be punished. That's why these nations are ruled. That's why we so-called die, man. That's why our family is broken up. These are the reasons why, man. You want to know why. This is why. And we didn't only sin in this life, we sinned in the previous lives too. The nation went on. So we have to be punished. And pretty soon now these other nations about to be punished. Because you have these other nations, man. You have Edomites that's homeless, that's struggling, and this is their kingdom. They're triple time losers, man. They're fucking bums. Losing your jobs.
MAGA people complain.
Yeah, man. You MAGA people, man. You MAGA people.
This is not what we signed up for.
That's what we signed up for. It's not fair. Hey, man, welcome to the club. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the party.
Revelation chapter 18, verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven.
Buck up, Esau. Buck up. You got it. I'm sorry.
From heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins."
That's right. So my people, the elect will be beamed up, and also we gotta be in our mind state of not being here in America, man. It's American dreams. That wine got our people intoxicated, man.
And that ye receive
It's hard for them.
not of her plagues.
Plagues, the elect gonna be beamed up in the twinkling of an eye. It changed, because flesh and blood can't inherit the kingdom. While you being beamed up, your body gonna be changed. Meaning you're gonna have your spirit, you're gonna have a spiritual body. Your spiritual body gonna be in tune with your spirit. All right? The Lord gonna make you indestructible.
This is no, I'm Revelation chapter 18, verse 5. For her sins have reached unto heaven.
So for white man's sins have reached unto heaven. Babylon the great sins have reached unto heaven. The track record, sin upon sin, they just kept on building. The sin going out continually, man, throughout the time. 500 years? Go ahead.
And the Most High hath remembered her iniquities.
The Most High remember your sins, man. He ain't been forgotten. The track record has been built, man. So the Lord about to issue the judgment out. It was already declared in the spiritual realm. It's about to take place here under the sun.
Reward her even as she rewarded you.
These other nations, some of the so-called white men has rewarded us, so they're going to get double. So-called white men going to get double. They're going into captivity for 1,000 long years. Drawn out years, man. It's going to be a long time. A day going to be long. Visualize a day in the kingdom, you so-called white people, at least that's listening. One day gonna seem like maybe a year, I don't know. It's gonna be long, yo. It's gonna be long. It's gonna be long and brutal. But on the other hand, the Sabbath for seems like you know,
I want them
why?
because it's like you take a third, like a third. It's
For you?
in thirds.
And double unto her, double according to her works.
Double. We're gonna punish you in righteousness. We're not gonna do that vile shit you did, but we have spiritual power, so it's gonna get real brutal for you, man. You know? You're gonna be out working in harsh conditions, man. You're gonna be in harsh conditions. There ain't gonna be no labor laws, man. Harsh conditions, man. We talking limb loss conditions, man. Frostbitten conditions, man. You other nations, your slavery gonna be brutal. This slavery gonna be brutal, man.
In the cup which she hath filled to her double.
Fill onto our double, because we drunk that cup of affliction, man. Oh man, we was intoxicated with that cup of affliction, man. We basically was dehydrated with the cup of affliction. You know? Yo, look, man. That cup of affliction, whew. You know? But yo, y'all gonna feel it, man. Slavery in the kingdom of heaven gonna be harsh, man. Yo, I thank God. We thank the Most High. We're not Edomites, man. We praise the Lord that we're not Caucasians, man. Because slavery gonna be hard for you. If you're an Israelite, thank the Most High that you're an Israelite and you're not a Caucasian or these other nations, man. Because their slavery gonna be brutal. It's gonna be brutal, man. They gonna wish to die and death gonna flee them. Because Lord willing, we're gonna reanimate your body and put your flesh back in that body, man. Yeah. You know? It's a lot for the drawn out man. We meditate in terror. Also too.
You know, this is a sign of multiple prophecies. The other nations are going to be against Babylon. It says, this from Reuters. The headline is Trump's exercise of raw power upends world order, sending friends and foes reeling.
Yeah, so they gonna have the NATO and the EU ain't with all of that. These other nations, but he's also taking marching orders from the higher ups. The elites control both sides of everything. They could be in agreement, elites could be in agreement with this person, that person, but then telling this person to do this, while on the other side, like, yo, hedging their positions. You know? So they could be winning on the other side, man. They behind the scenes. Trump is getting marching orders, man. You see that confidence he has? But he's taking marching orders, man. I remember there's a series I used to watch. I don't watch it no more because I seen it all and it went off the air because they did the season from the series finale and all that. Mr. Robot. You had someone like Alex Jones on there that was bringing out so-called truth, but the leaks was behind him. You had the super leaks, you know what I mean? Which was a motherfucking, the head elite. He was a homo in drag. He had hitters, soldiers, people. He even had one Jake Samurai dude, like an assassin. The dude, I forgot the rapper dude that played in Power, Raising Kanan. I forget his name, but he was in that. But I forget his name, but yeah, they showed they had elites on there. You had one dude that was going against the elites. You know, he was a hacker. The elites had people, the Dark Army, they had assassins, but no, the elites, they're gonna fall. It's called Mr. Robot.
This is Obadiah chapter 1 verse 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border.
All the men of your confederacy that's joined together brought you to the border in the Middle East, man. All right, because that's where all of this is going to start up at. They brought you, all right? Everyone out that was confederate with you, they're going to turn on you. Right?
The men that were at peace with thee,
Those that are at peace, those that was in league with you, they're going to turn on you.
yeah. So the article from Reuters was sending friends and foes. That means in the end it's going to be foes.
Yeah.
The men that were...
Because they gotta, this man in trick back, he has to go on the Greenland. Because, Russia got their warships over there, these other nations got their warships. That's a strategic part. Northern Earth, man, the Arctic polar ice caps in our region up there, man. Because the continents are closer. And closer the further up you go.
Oh.
It's a strategic advantages. Also, not only resources, but strategic advantage to place your pieces.
And how long is that?
Just like Ukraine, that it's a place that Russia wants, not because of the location.
Yeah, the location, man.
The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee.
The men that's at peace with you have deceived you. Yeah, they deceived. A lot of them got the aid training from you. Intel. All right?
Business.
These other nations have spies too.
Yeah.
Their business with you. All right? They just been strengthening their army, man. Strengthening their arms, man. To defend themselves.
No, they don't need Babylon.
They don't need you. They cut you out. They cut out the middleman, man. You know what I mean? These other nations have nuclear weapons too. So the playing field is level.
They have AI, they have advanced tech, they have advanced weapons, they have their warships.
That's their warships, man.
The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee.
They brought you to sleep. They prevailed against you. They're going to destroy you. And in another realm, in the timeline, this done happened already. It's playing out in this realm.
They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee.
Eat that bread, that taking your resources, your training, your money. They laid a wound, a trap under you, man.
There is none understanding in him.
There's no understanding of so-called white people, right? They spies on his allies, he's stupid. There's no understanding of so-called white man. He's not to be trusted, man. He snakes his own allies, yo. What kind? He's a fool.
This is Jeremiah chapter 49 verse 20. Therefore hear the counsel of the Lord that he hath taken against Edom, and his purposes that he hath proposed against the inhabitants of Teman.
Teman, the Germans, the wise men, Amalek, the wise men, Teman, they're the engineers, they're the thinkers, nuclear physicists, all of that comes from them.
German technology is the best.
German technology is the best.
Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out.
You scumlakites, you small hats, down in the land, over there in the land of Israel.
Surely
The least of the flock shall draw them up, because you draw them out. World War III, man. a lot of that's gonna be caused from you scumlakites. Amalek, man, you like Elder Gas say, you gefilte fish eaters, man.
And they're going at it with Iran, the Palestinians. They're going at it with Iran. They want to fully go at it, but it's not time yet. You know, the Palestinians, and they're just making trouble with everybody.
Yeah. The troublemakers, man.
So, or there's even articles, recent articles, of the past couple of months saying, you know, basically Israel is going to draw America to war.
Yeah.
Which is prophecy.
They are. Because that the prophecy says they're gonna do that. They be behind the scenes doing a lot of
Yesterday said,
bullshit.
I really think I
Benji.
Benjamin Netanyahu, right? I say his name wrong, right?
Yeah, it's not his real name.
Yeah, it's whatever you go by.
It's not his real name.
You know?
It's some weird European name. That's his real name.
Yeah, they be changing their names. Like, one dude I was cool with when I had my store, whatever, we business-wise or whatever. You know, he was competition. But when I had my little hoops on my little store in a mini mall, his name was Jack. That wasn't his damn name. I called him Jack. His name was Jack. But they make up names. You know?
Yeah, just like how the Chinese and the South Koreans, when they come here, they change their name for like, you know, for better life,
Yeah.
so to speak.
Well, if we did that, it'd be identity theft or whatever. It's fine.
The Amalekites, they change their name for business purposes. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them, both of them.
They're gonna get missiles, man. They're gonna get missiles. Alright? And I forgot that show that was on that little series based on a true story. What's it called? Raising Anna or something Anna on Netflix. Where that chick, she made her identity, a false identity to get money from these rich people here in New York City. She made herself sound like an heiress or something, a European country. And changed her, made up an identity and all of that. It came over here. You know what I mean? All she did was what, on a small level, what these elites do.
This is Ezekiel chapter 39 and verse 4. Thou shalt fall upon the mountains of Israel, thou and all thy bands.
Yeah, you're gonna fall upon them. You're gonna fall. You other nations about the elites gonna fall, man. Israel.
And the people that is with thee, I will give thee unto the ravenous birds of every sort, and to the beasts of the field to be devoured.
Yeah, so the so-called white man, America about to be destroyed, all right? Your impending doom is nuclear destruction. It's inevitable, you know, because the earth gonna bother forever. So the Lord gonna protect a lot of the earth's regions from the nuclear wind. That's the angels gonna the ships. They're gonna prevent those winds from hitting everywhere.
You know
what I mean? That's true. You know, that's true.
I got you.
Because that nuclear destruction should destroy everything, but the angels are going to deflect that wind. Certain targets are going to get hit, like America going to utterly be destroyed, Israel going to be destroyed, but rebuilt. Other lands are going to be protected by the chariots. You know?
Yeah, because of this right here.
Because everybody going to shoot off their weapons.
Revelation chapter 21 and verse 2, because the nuclear fallout should kill like 99% of the people, but we need slaves and women, you know, so the Lord isn't going to allow all the people to die.
All other lands are going to be protected from that fallout, man.
Yeah, because you have Jakes and like we need slaves and we need women.
Yeah.
And you have Jakes that is still going to be around.
Yeah.
When the Lord comes down with the elect, they're going to receive the word, or they're going to die.
Yeah.
This is Revelation 21 and verse 2. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from the Most High out of heaven.
The elect coming down in a chariot, all right? After the smoke clears. That's what it means. The elect coming down with Yahushua.
Prepared as a bride adorned for her husband.
Yeah, the elect is considered a calm and delicate woman. It's like it's a bride. All right, and Yahushua, he gonna coronate, crown the elect. The elect gonna get their crowns on the earth.
And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of the Most High is with men.
That's right. The tabernacle of the Most High is with men.
And he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people.
Yep. And the elect is gonna reign that first day, meaning they're not gonna die through pain. They're not gonna die through like they ain't gonna die from the nuclear destruction. You heard me? You know, they ain't not gonna have to be like reborn through the elect.
And the Most High himself shall be with them and be their power.
That's right. Yahweh Shem Yahushua gonna be our power, Lord, when we the elect.
And the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes.
Gonna wipe away tears. No more tears. No more of our family dying. No more of us getting sick. Our nation going into captivity. It's gonna be it. The sorrow gonna be done away with. This is our last generation of pain and suffering. That's it. It's this generation. It's it. There ain't no 50 years or another 30 years, man. No. We ain't got to worry about our people being strung out or homeless no more on the streets. That's a wrap. This is it after this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's that sorrow, that tears, man. We ain't going into captivity no more. We don't gotta be under these fucking chains, these bodies that's destructible, man. We're gonna be indestructible.
And there shall be no more death.
No more death. After this, no more death, man. Alright? That's death. We're not gonna sin no more. We're gonna be immortal. That's death. And it's death to be spiritually dead, not knowing who you are, just suffering, not knowing why you're suffering. That's the worst thing. You know what I mean?
Neither sorrow.
Trapped. No longer sorrow, man. We ain't gonna be no sorrow no more for the nation of Israel, man.
Neither sorrow nor crying.
No crying.
Neither shall there be any more pain.
No more pain. So this is what we look forward to, man. Because these chains of darkness, this body, susceptible to us going off. These bodies are not. Oh, what's going on?
Good, brother. Happy holidays.
This is what I've been talking about. You know what I mean? Your crane out there.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I mean? Yeah, this is this brother right here.
Love you, brother. Have a good night, guys.
You too,
Be
bro.
well, all right? Thank you for your service. All right? Bye-bye.
Yeah, so you catching hell everywhere. You tired, you shake, man, you catching hell. It is, man. Those jobs are high paying. You still catching hell, curses. Yeah.
neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away.
For the former things are passed away. Former things are passed away. That's what we look forward to. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know? You know what I mean? But yeah. Former things are passed away.
This is,
You know, he hear what we preaching all the time. I don't bump into him on a bus.
yes,
You know what I mean? But yeah, you know,
I got it. Isaiah chapter 49 verse 23. And kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and their queens thy nursing mothers.
yeah, these are the nations, man. They're gonna serve us. These are the nations, so the so-called white man is gonna serve the nation of Israel. Who is the nation of Israel? The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right? And we got Israelite foreigners that look like the other nations. You just saw one that popped up over here. You know what I mean? I've been mentioning them for a few weeks. You know? We got Israelite foreigners also, you know. They gonna you know, they not gonna look like the other nations anymore. You know, but these other nations are gonna serve us. First they're gonna serve the Howard Shai. You know, the laws, they're gonna have to follow the laws of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. You know, and they're gonna have to serve the nation of Israel, man. That's it.
They shall bow down to thee with their face towards the earth.
Yeah, man, they're gonna bow down. They're gonna bow, they truly bow. And anyone doing that now, yeah, we don't need that vainglory, man. The glory is going to Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. You know? In the kingdom, they're gonna bow. They're gonna serve, man. They're not gonna look us in the eye, man. You know what I mean? It's gonna be severe consequences if these nations look us in the eye in the kingdom, man. You know? Their eyes or whatever gonna be pointed towards our booth. Towards the, you know what I mean, our shoes, man. Whatever gear we wearing, you know?
Just like how it was illegal, like up until a few years ago, to look for a Jew to look a white man in the face as he walks.
You better not be walking straight or the word of rap. You better not be walking like that in the kingdom, man. You're a heathen. Your eyes are supposed to be pointed down, man. You're a heathen, yo.
And lick up the dust off thy feet.
Yeah, man.
Not you, not
Ground.
the man, Bob.
It's the
Yeah.
floor. That's what a heathen supposed to be.
I already did it.
And thou shalt know that I am the Lord.
And they gonna know, and we know who the Lord is, man. These other nations gonna know who you probably. I think they circle the block again. They circle the block. You know what I mean? They was about to try to do something, something funny. You know, people need attention. You know what I mean? That's when you know you're not really whole. You're not whole, or you're not really like, what can I say? Low self-esteem. You got low self-esteem. Like you need approval or whatever to seek gratification or be noticed. You know? You see?
But this is America. So
Yeah,
you
blame. You gotta blame. You gotta blame. Blame. So white man. Yeah, in the floor. Yeah, in the floor.
And thou shalt know that I am the Lord, for they shall not be ashamed that wait for me.
Yeah, the elect is not ashamed. I wait for the Lord, man. So, you know, people say, yo, y'all been saying that for years. When it's gonna happen? Oh, this is a made up. This is not a religion. This is not a made up belief system. All right.
Porque está sobre el terreno.
You know, because you know the saint and the sinner became that captain to Zion, right? This is no religion. It's not made up. It's a nationality. It's true. All right.
I got something. This is 2 Peter chapter 1 and verse 20. Straight to the point. Knowing this first, that no prophecy of the scripture is of any private interpretation.
No prophecies of any private interpretation. This is given, the divisions is given to the prophets. All right, passed down through our apostles, our bishops, and their apostles and their bishops and their elders. All right, this true from inspiration of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And the spirit, which is the scriptures, identify with our spirit, and it's in tune. Because the book is life. You know what I mean? It has a spirit also, man. Yahushua. So this is not made up. Do you see the prophecy of going should be shown? It's made up, so your visions of what the Lord showed you, and it's going through all the brothers. You know what I mean? But you know, niggas that's in the world that think they know something, they not it's not true. That's their problem.
Christians that are on TikTok and Instagram, so-called teaching, doing it for attention.
You're doing a detention and you're doing the prayers in front of people. Muslims is out praying 5 times a day. Oh, I want the world. Look at me pray. Let me show you how righteous I am, man. You're supposed to be doing that in private, man. You heard me?
For the prophecy came not in old time by the will of man.
And not one more thing, and if it didn't come through the, I'll read that again, I'm sorry.
For the prophecy came not in old time by the will of man.
It didn't come by the will of man. Man didn't create this. Man didn't create this. This is them Yahweh Shem Yahushai. That's why they don't come to us. That's why it don't fall or collapse like these world movements. And yeah, I forgot what I was going to say before.
But holy men of the Most High spake as they were moved by the Holy Spirit.
It's moved by the Spirit. It's not of us. She's back. It's not of us. You know. It's of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. I think that's the one that's always sold the shit. One of them.
This is
Yeah, so this is not made up. Alright? It's not made up. This is of Yahweh Shem Yahushai plan.
This is Amos chapter 3 and verse 7. Surely the Lord power will do nothing.
The Most High Yahweh is the ultimate king. A king doesn't leave their throne. They send out servants. Right? So that's why I say he'll do nothing, right?
But he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets.
But he revealed his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. Alright? And his second in command is Yahushai. That's going to bring the army, the legions of heaven, and bring that judgment on the planet. That's why I said the Most High do nothing. Because he has servants. It's a hierarchy. That shows real power when you don't, real power is you don't leave your throne. You got your servants going out delivering the marching orders. True power don't lift a finger. Right?
Yeah.
True power don't lift a finger.
In the streets they call them hitters.
Yeah.
They like
The Lord got button men. The Lord has buttonry. The Lord has death angels. The Lord has an army. Yahweh has an army. His second in command is Yahweh Shai. They have, and then, you know, and then down the ranks. All right? Yeah. Micah Allen. All right? So the Lord has buttonry.
It says, Jude chapter 1 and verse 5. I will therefore put you in remembrance, though you once knew this.
Yeah, the Lord put the elect in remembrance because we knew who we were. In different captivities, we knew who we were. We lost that. But he's putting us in remembrance now. Through this truth, who we are, who our powers are. And what's our whole duty in this life? Our whole purpose is to serve Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. That's the meaning of life. All serve the Most High, whether on the left hand or the right hand side. If you going off or you sell out, you was programmed to do that. In a deeper sense. You know?
How that the Lord, having saved the people out of the land of Egypt, afterward destroyed them that believe not.
Afterward destroyed them that believe not. All right? So, same thing. This deliverance, man, only 144,000 and 1/3 a part of the 1/3 is going to and the other part of 1/3 is going to be delivered on this side. Parts going to be cut off. Two parts going to be cut off. We can wrap it up after this.
The one thing that you said before, that the Lord controls everything.
Yeah, the Lord controls everything.
It says, Proverbs.
There's no just randomness or whatever, a Big Bang Theory or this and that. That wouldn't be a correct balance. Does that sound like a correct balance? No. The Most High is in control of everything, man.
Proverbs chapter 21 and verse 1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord.
King's mind and spirit is in the power of the Lord. Free will doesn't exist. Your spirit is like your heart. It's involuntary. You don't have control, or you think you're in control when you're not. You're not guy in the vessel. Both sides guy in the vessel. You just don't know it, man.
As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will.
Lord directs a flow and current. Just like he controls your spirit or what you do. When you in your sleep, your program is being instructed. The Lord is programming what you ought to do. The Lord got a set on when you die, when you're born. Everything is preset. The Lord had everything designed before He put you here.
Verse 2 is the last one. Okay. Proverbs 21 verse 2. Every way of man is right in his own eyes.
Right in your own eyes, your own understanding.
But the Lord pondereth the hearts.
The Lord pondereth the heart. The Lord searches out your mind. He knows your thoughts. All right? You know your thoughts before you got your thoughts. That's the Most High. You know, free will doesn't exist. You think it does? You know?
Just like how you have to program a robot. You have to give it the instructions of what to do.
Yeah.
You have to give AI instructions of what to do. You have to give, like those examples. It's the same thing with us. We're like robots in flesh. No, he sends the instructions in our spirit on what to do.
Yeah. You know what I mean? But with that, we like to give all praises to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, and Kwakadash. Double honors to our apostles, honors to our bishops, and honors to Akim that's pushing the truth out. Shalom. Lord willing, messages received. Hope I wasn't like blabbering too